Hi book lovers, I'm going to discuss a book on Hygge, a Danish lifestyle that I'm going to incorporate in my life. Many of us don't know what Hygge is, but just imagine Zen, a minimalist lifestyle of feeling balance with your environment, spending good time with your friends and families, and having good food. So here are my 3 takeaways for the book. I hope you enjoy it. So imagine you're in Denmark right now, that part of the world where the skies are grey, it's cold out there, you don't feel like going out, you don't feel like going to work. And you just feel down about it. Well, not for the Danish people though, they've got Hygge. Hygge is a way of life to make someone feel comfortable with their environment, together with their family and friends, so that their lives is more rich, more meaningful, more fulfilled. Hygge can be incorporated into many things, like maybe a cup of coffee, sitting by the window, experiencing the hot sun, or maybe spending time watching Netflix with your friends and family, cozying up under the blanket. It really depends on you. What makes you feel good? Maybe having that nice nutritious food that's very good for your body. For many people, Hygge is a way of getting through the tougher seasons. And that is what the book actually tries and covers. The different techniques, the different styles of how people change their environment. So what's the objective of Hygge? I think generally it's all about reducing stress, reducing anxiety in life, and refueling up and re-energizing someone through this way of living. I'm personally more accustomed to Zen way of living, minimalism, and doing things that I enjoy. I can relate a lot to Hygge. It's also the same, but they also cover a lot about the environment, the different things that they can put around their spaces to make them feel cozy. So I think the word here is cozy, and that's what the book has been using quite a lot. The second thing I got from the book is that Hygge is not something you can market. It's not something to celebrate. It's very personal for the Danish people. It's actually tightly integrated into their lives. They don't even mention it that much. Hygge is just about not only having balance with your environment and the people you're around with, it's also having balance with nature and not trying to ruin nature by consuming a lot. So the Danish don't have a consumerist culture like the Westerners do, or like somewhat like we do here in Malaysia. Hygge's practices is also not about having a lot. It's about having just enough to enjoy one's lifestyle. As you all know, the more we own, the more we want more, right? And that's where this unending process or vicious cycle of over-consuming happens. And as we consume more and more, the environment gets hit. With today's global climate change, I think it's very important now to know, as a responsible consumer, to not over-consume and to only consume what we need. So I've been trying to consume less and to have a much more minimal lifestyle, and Hygge seems to be going down that same path too. Okay. The third takeaway is a combination of what I read in the book and what I saw on TV, especially in the Scandinavian countries where happiness is rated very high. I was wondering why that happens and how this actually matches Hygge. I guess the main driver of this is their social expectations of success. Now, the success that we all know, especially in my country, is that we should run a business, become multi-billionaires, drive beautiful cars, big houses, and be super successful that way. Basically, richness in wealth, in monetary terms, is success for us. What I'm reading from the book is that they don't see success as having a lot of things or having millions in their bank accounts. It's just about having enough to live a very rich life with their family, friends, and their environment. I thought that's very noble. I thought that is another form of success that a lot of us can learn from, and not just a one-sided kind of success by having a lot of money. Having a lot of money, I think, is great for financial freedom, but being obsessed about it and losing your path along the way and neglecting your family and friends is something that I personally feel is not a path that I'm going to go down with. So that's what Hygge is all about, and that social norm is tightly integrated into the Danish lifestyle, where people are not rushing to outbeat each other. Competitions are basically very low amongst companies, and people they rather see themselves as part of the community helping each other out. Okay, now what I think about this book, it was a very nice read, very comfortable read. I got to finish it within a week. Well, I mean, after working hours, just reading a couple of chapters here and there. It's a very light read, and got to learn a lot about the Danish culture. So it's something that I would recommend. I wouldn't say one should study it. It's just really a nice coffee book to read. I also like some of the stories, the examples that they gave about what Hygge is. Interesting one is English tea is very famous in UK, and a lot of British people love to drink English tea to calm themselves down, maybe a couple of chamomile teas around, and just having a sit down. But what it really is really Hygge. It's something calming, something you can do to reflect and re-energize yourself. And the reason behind this is because they were taught to drink tea at a young age, usually by their mums serving them tea. So as they grow older, right, drinking a cup of tea is just not just drinking a cup of tea. It's about connecting yourself to the youth when your parents were around, so that you can feel calm. And that's what Hygge really is. It can be just a cup of tea with you sitting alone, not worrying about the future or the past, but just experiencing and appreciating the now. That's super cool. That's calmness. So my keeper rating for this book is roughly around 2.5 to 3. It's not a bad book. It's just a book that I would just give away to someone else to read. It's something very light, and not necessarily keep it in my bookshelf. I would prefer to just share it among with friends. I hope you enjoyed a little bit about Hygge. It's something that you might incorporate in your life, something that might intrigue you. Go on YouTube and check it out, or read the book if you want to. I wish you all the best in your daily planning, and I hope you and your family have a very nice, close relationship together with the balance of your environment. So have a happy life. If you like this sharing session, please subscribe or like this video or share with your friends. I'm more than happy to share knowledge around. Thank you.